Welcome to my China Aviation series, episode 4, and a special welcome back to all my subscribers. Today I'm going to experience the Air China domestic business class on a wide-body aircraft, the Airbus A330-300. Good morning and hello from Beijing. From where I'm going to take a flight today to the south of China, to Guangzhou, with Air China in business class. It's going to be on an Airbus A330-300 if they are not going to change the plane again. I'm at the airport hotel at Beijing Capital Airport. So look at this. Back there is part of the airport, the western part, and sometimes I even have some planes landing on the runway right here, although it's quite rare. But now it's time to take the airport shuttle to the airport. I don't want to be late for that. After a short wait in the hotel lobby for my airport shuttle to the airport, it was time for my Air China experience. I'm on my way to Terminal 3 of Beijing Capital Airport. So the hotel where I stayed in the quarters offers this complimentary shuttle, which is quite convenient. I think this is the busiest first and business class check-in area I have ever seen. Wow, that was quite a busy check-in. Even though it was first business class check-in, they have their own two, counter lanes, but I made it through. And the security was a breeze, because they have also like a business class security lane, which was quite comfortable and quick. And so I made it to the Air China. This is our first class lounge. They call it first class lounge, but I think everybody's in here, so I'm not quite sure if they differentiate. And the view is quite nice from up here. First, I thought this lounge has a very limited food offering with only packaged snacks and some fruit. But a bit later, I found a generous size buffet with hot food options, which, however, was only available during certain hours. That's why I didn't see it earlier. The view from this lounge is quite nice, and the open deck makes it much less claustrophobic than some smaller and closed lounges. I saw on the Priority Pass app that there is a complimentary massage available. Well, 3 minutes later I was there. Straight from the foot massage I headed to the gate, as it is almost boarding time. And here it is, my ride for today. This Airbus A330-300. The aircraft with the registration B5901 was delivered back in 2012, and according to planespotter.net, it is equipped with 30 business class seats and 271 in economy class. Boarding started only a few minutes after I arrived. I guess that foot massage made me lose track of time a bit. Hello, thank you. 13 Lima. Yes. The welcome was very friendly, and I got a first impression of the Air China business class, which is arranged in a 2-2-2 seat layout. This is my seat for today, 13 Lima. On my seat I find this pillow and a blanket. Welcome on board Air China Airbus A330-300. On the ottoman I find some slippers ready for use. and I was promptly served a refreshing hand towel and shortly after a welcome drink, where I went for an orange juice. I wonder what that knob is here for. Ah, I see, it's a seat divider for enhanced privacy. And while we are at this corner of the seat, here I find a bottle holder and the remote for my IFE screen, which is quite far away from the seat, and some power outlets. Underneath the ottoman, which I can't even reach, I find space for my shoes, and here we have said IFE screen, which is like 2 meters away from me. Next to it I find the headphones, but I'm not sure if I'm going to use them on this 3.5-hour flight. Let's see if the slippers are large enough for me. I would say 1 or 2 sizes larger would be better, but this will do it. The headrest is movable, maybe a bit too much, as gravity is also making use of this feature. There are no individual air outlets up here, only the reading lights and signage. These super spacious Zodiac Aura light business class seats look quite similar to the ones I had on a Turkish Airlines Boeing 777 earlier this year. In the seat pocket over there at the horizon, I find the A330-300 safety card. And there's more in there, such as this in-flight magazine and shopping catalogue. We are being pushed back, and soon I will be up in the air experiencing the Air China business class. It's not the first time I fly Air China, but it's the first time I'm not in economy class. The seat control isn't too sophisticated, and I take the chance to try to reach the ottoman while being seated. Next to me I find another reading light. This business class reminds me quite a bit of the one I had with Turkish Airlines on the Boeing 777. Maybe check out this video up there, where I made the flight review of this flight from Istanbul to Hong Kong, if I remember correctly. Originally I was hoping to fly the Boeing 747, since Air China uses the jumbo jet on the Beijing Guangzhou route quite often, but not today, so I was a bit unlucky. When I booked the flight, then it only showed an Airbus 350-900, which I was fine with as well, because they have the 1-to-1 business class. But as the departure date approached, I saw they changed the aircraft again to the Airbus 330, in which I am now, with a bit older business class in a 2-to-2 configuration. Luckily, my neighboring seat is free now. So let's have a look what we have here for in-flight entertainment on Air China. So we have movies, TV, audio, games, shopping, flight information about Air China, and also e-reader. Let's click into the movie section. So I just quickly scroll through a bit so you can look for yourself and maybe even pause if you like to see more. Avengers, that's already a good start, I would say. Yeah, I don't think I'll get bored. Then that's the action part. Drama, romance, comedy, kids. Let's see what's in comedy. I mean, the IFE is not like super responsive, and I think it also would be a touchscreen, but it's a bit too far away to use it, so I'm using the remote. Yeah, why not? So here we go. That's a bit of an overview of what we have, what kind of movies you can see on board Air China. But my all-time favorite channel is still the flight map. I think it's an aviation geek thing. I know many people who are also into aviation very much like I am, and I think we all agree that the flight map is the most interesting part, to see where we are, what's underneath us, even if there's a cloud layer. Are you sometimes watching the in-flight map as well? Let me know. The dining table is stowed in here, and it can be unstowed like this. There's also this little lever that will allow me to swing around the table. That way I can leave the seat even with the table set. Another hand towel and a tablecloth has arrived, which means it's lunchtime. This is the menu of today's flight, and I will show you in a moment what I chose today. First, a bag of nuts and dried berries. While waiting for lunch, I just realized that the IFE remote control is also a basic game controller. Lunch is served, and oh my god, it looks so delicious, I must say. So I have this beef with potato, vegetables, some fruit, salad, and I think this has to do something with salmon. A soup I have here, and I got to try the local Yanying beer, I'm not quite sure how to pronounce. And then we have a garlic bread and a regular bread. Ein guter. So the beef was really nice, quite tender. Not as nice or tender as on the Mongolian Airlines flight that I did last year, but still it was quite good. And to prove my partner at home that I'm also eating fruit when traveling. Inga, you saw it. Lunch is over, and how about we have a look at the forward lavatory, which is dedicated to the business class. Here we find the sink, and up here is the napkin box. And this here looks like a flower wall mount. While clean, the bathroom shows its 12 years of age a bit. Here we have a few amenities such as sanitizer liquid, lotion, and even a facial toner. This is a large baby changing table, and the dunny. And this thing here, I think it's a fold down seat. Not entirely sure why this is here. So far I never missed having a bench in an airplane lavatory. This one promises more amenities, but oh well. Back on my seat, let's have a look if I would fit in if in lie flat position. Just not quite. Most people certainly would, as most people are a bit smaller than me, but with 1.93 m it's slightly too short, as you can see. Most lie-flat business class seats are usually just long enough for me. Since I don't feel like sleeping now, but eating, as always, I might go for some more food or drink. So I was just asked to close the window blinds. I think I was the only one with window blinds still open. And I mean, it's a flight in the middle of the day, and I honestly do not quite understand why everybody would have to close the window shades. I mean, some are snoozing. It's not like that it's like a nighttime now and people want to sleep. Well, some maybe do, I don't know. It's a pity. I mean, why do we even have windows on a plane then? It's just my opinion. You don't have to agree. I see the Wi-Fi sign, so let's see what we get with it. I can't access the internet with it, but Air China allows streaming of their entertainment content onto my device. So forget whatever I said before about sleeping in the middle of the day, because I think I might have a nap now as well. If I have space. So, see you in a bit. About 30 or so minutes later, preparation for landing in Guangzhou was announced. Even though the bed isn't the longest or the widest, I actually had a pretty nice nap. It is quite comfortable to lay on this seat. Welcome to Guangzhou in the very south of China. I quite enjoyed this domestic business class experience with Air China. While the business class was a bit dated, the service was impeccable and the food tasty. And for only around $240, I think I got a very comfortable ride across China.
Hello, thank you very much. Bye.
This was episode 4, and if you like to see more episodes of my China aviation trip, consider subscribing to my channel. Thank you for watching. Till next time, bye for now.